It was my third baby, and I thought this was going to be a piece of cake. Things didn't seem to go as planned. He didn't have a heartbeat. He was blue. He had brain damage. I was devastated. I thought, how am I going to take care of him, you know?
This is a strong and wonderful family. When they called, I knew they needed help.
Paul's genuine, and he's there to help.
I'm Paul Farrell Jr. I'm a lawyer at Green Ketchum. We know how to help.
New tonight at 6, an elected official not allowed in his office, charged with stealing drug evidence while he was a police officer and having an issue with meth, is tonight breaking his silence.
Bo Williams is only 4 days into his tenure as sheriff in Roane County, West Virginia, and already has a court order keeping him out of his own office. Yesterday, he turned himself in for stealing meth that was evidence in cases in the city of Spencer, a drug he admitted to using for over a year. Well, today, Mr. Williams chatted with WSAZ for his first interview since an investigation was launched into his connection with the missing evidence. As News Channel 3's Nathan Takich explains, even amid the storm, Williams has made no plans to step down.
It's a personal and professional problem.
I don't really.
That Roane County's newly appointed sheriff does not have the words to explain. Rather, in Matthew Bo Williams' case, the criminal complaint speaks for itself.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Revealing an elected officer of the law charged with stealing drug evidence from his last job with the City of Spencer Police Department and admitting to using meth for more than a year.
And everything's upside down right now.
With his path to upside down the subject of an ongoing investigation, Bo says he cannot reveal how all this happened just yet.
As the time comes, I will free my soul to you one day, but not today.
Instead, he says he's still planning on fulfilling his duties as sheriff, even amid calls for his resignation.
My intentions are to do what's best for my family. And I understand concerns that might be in the public, but my plan as sheriff is to do the best job I can do for the citizens that elected me, and as things play out, what will be will be.
But for now, it's a job he'll have to perform outside his office since he's been forced out by an injunction filed by commissioners as part of the removal process. Meanwhile, the county prosecutor has been forced to review Spencer PD cases where Williams was involved. So far, 2 cases have been dismissed, with several more under review due to the investigation into a man sworn to serve and protect the people.
I just hope that everybody that I ever had contact with at least thinks I treated him decent.
Now just hoping he can continue helping others.
If anybody needs help battling an addiction, please give me a call. I'm open to talk to anybody that would like to get help.
For as long as he's able. Nathan Takich, WSAZ, News Channel 3, Roane County.
The county prosecutor, Joshua Downey, says a hearing on the injunction preventing Mr. Williams from entering the sheriff's office will be held on January the 23rd. Meanwhile, state troopers out of Wood County are continuing the investigation into Williams and his association with drug evidence.
Three days after being sworn in, West Virginia sheriff arrested for stealing and using meth from evidence room 3 days into his new job as Roane County, West Virginia sheriff. Matthew Bo Williams had a bit of a workplace incident when he was arrested for stealing meth at the police department he worked previously. Although Williams has vowed to fulfill his duties as sheriff to the best of his abilities, that's bound to be no easy task now. For one thing, he's been banned from even entering the sheriff's office by a court order filed by county officials as part of their efforts to have him removed. Then there's the whole facing jail time. He'll get probation and a trip to rehab, if even that, for drugs-related crimes thing. That can be awkward when you're briefing the department's drug task force on their assignment for the day. Via the New York Daily News, he is accused of stealing more than $1,000 in evidence, the majority of which was meth, at his previous job as an officer in Spencer, West Virginia. A criminal complaint against Williams filed Tuesday says that evidence bags with case numbers matching the missing evidence were found in his desk and car. The Roane County Commission voted Tuesday to remove their new sheriff, citing a law that allows them to do so for drunkenness or drug addiction. A resolution seen by the Charleston Gazette-Mail says that Williams admitted to the theft and having more than a year-long addiction on November 26, but was still sworn in at the end of the year. Besides the charges of grand larceny he's facing, all the cases he was involved in as a member of the City of Spencer Police Department prior to being elected are now being scrutinized. Sheriff Williams has since resigned from the SPD, and at least 2 of those cases being reviewed have been thrown out, as a result of his involvement. Williams, however, has refused to step down as sheriff and is forcing the Roane County Commissioners to go through the formal process of removing him. On Wednesday, Sheriff Williams was interviewed by Say's News Channel 3, where he discussed the personal and professional problem he's having right now and his determination to not step down and instead to carry out his duties as sheriff. "Everything is upside down right now," Sheriff Matthew Bowe Williams said. "Taking it day by day." Rather, for Williams, the criminal complaint against him speaks for itself, revealing an elected officer of the law charged with stealing drug evidence from his last job with the City of Spencer Police Department and admitting to using meth for more than a year. "I'm taking it day by day," Williams said. On Wednesday, Williams chatted with Say's for his first interview since an investigation was launched into his connection with the missing evidence. With the investigation still active, Williams says he is not able to comment on how any drug problem began. Instead, he says, he's still planning on fulfilling his duties as sheriff, even amid calls for his resignation. "My intentions are to do what's best for my family," Williams said. "I understand concerns that might be in the public, but my plan is to do the best job I can do for the citizens who elected me, and as things play out, what will be will be." Sounds like he's probably learned his lesson and the public's concerns are obviously unfounded. Surely, the county of Roane is in the capable hands of a real clear thinker. He couldn't possibly be delusional from habitual meth use.